Tips to keep you looking hot when it gets cold. A delicious holiday dish from Emeril's Restaurant. The best and worst gifts to get guys. Welcome to Life Love Shopping. I'm Andrea Jackson.
And I'm Michelle Yarn, and we have got something delicious cooking in that kitchen. What you just saw a little snippet of, they're coconut shrimp balls. Delicious.
Yeah, secret ingredient and a secret recipe being shared with you at home. Also, we're going to take you to the LA Auto Show. We've got a jam-packed show today, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Kids at adult Christmas parties. Is this a do or a don't?
And what about babies? Are they an exception since they aren't running around the place?
Ew.
Well, here's an example here. Actor Kelsey Grammer may have thought it was okay when he brought his baby to a Playboy Mansion party. And here's what most etiquette experts say about the matter. Parties are intended for the people named on the invites. Just keep that in mind. So in general, unless it says "and family," you gotta get a babysitter. And don't put the host on the spot by asking if you can bring children, because then they're in a weird position.
Yeah.
And don't pretend that you didn't know. Come on.
Everybody can see right through that.
Yes.
Most parents prefer you to leave kids at home for two reasons. One, not to annoy the other guests, and two, winterference, a child's ability to distract parents from enjoying themselves at a holiday party. I love that there's a name for that. A tip for the host: if kids are allowed, hire a babysitter to entertain them, create a whole other room for them. Yeah. I mean, is it the responsibility of the host to be clear? Is it a do or a don't to bring kids to a party?
I don't know. I mean, I think most hosts make it known, because if they're inviting you to a party, they know if you have kids or you don't. So they're going to bring it up. And as a parent, it's hard, because now you have to pick and choose the parties that are worth getting a babysitter for as well.
That's
if you can't bring them, it's a lot of money. You're out $100
for the night.
By the end of the night. Yeah.
Better be a good party.
That's a tough one. Yeah, seriously. Are you visiting your parents for the holidays? Well, if your special someone will be joining you, here are some strategies for sneaky sex, compliments of Cosmo magazine. Quiet sex. Having after-hour sex is your best bet. Although you can still risk getting caught, as a precaution, just make sure you lock the door. Sometimes the risk factor ups the hotness, too. And there's always good, clean shower sex if your guy happens to be in the bathroom at the same time you are. Just make sure the family's busy making breakfast or watching TV, especially if there's only one bathroom in the house.
Oh, boy.
And if all else fails, there's always the "we're just running errands" sex. So you can offer to make a grocery run, take your man along. Think of it as the ultimate multitasking errand run. If you're that hard up for some sex when you're around the family, then
if you're having sex in the trunk of a car, I have a feeling you need to see a doctor. I'm just saying.
Took my words exactly out of my mouth.
Stumped on what to get your man for the holidays this year. Actor James Van Der Beek gives Glamour magazine the best and worst gifts to give a guy. We'll start with the best gifts. Skydiving lessons. Really? Okay. Socks. Believe it or not, he claims that it's a relief not to have to buy them himself. Tools, another big win. Food or beer. Okay, that's a no-brainer. A personalized barbecue branding iron. Never would have thought of that one. Now, you may be surprised on what he claimed were the worst gifts to give guys. Sports team stuff. Matching anything. Tickets to something you will like. Or video games.
When it comes to cooking, there is one man who brings it every time he steps into the kitchen. Who am I talking about? Chef Gregory Ritchie. He was handpicked by the man, the legend, Emeril Lagasse, to head the Chop Chop restaurant. Hey, thanks for joining us.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Well, before we jump in, it smells great. Tell me a little bit about Chop Chop.
Chop Chop is, in my opinion, one of the most beautiful restaurants in Orlando. We're located in the Royal Pacific Resort near Universal Studios.
Nice.
And we're like Polynesian fusion themed. So a little bit different from some of your other experiences when you go to other Emeril's restaurants, but it has the great same service and great food.
Nice. Okay, so let's jump right in. What are we cooking today?
Well, we want to make something for the holiday parties coming up. This would be great for little cocktail parties, fun for your friends. Toasted coconut shrimp pops.
Ooh, that sounds good.
So,
okay, let's get started.
We want to start by just sauteing up some of our aromatic ingredients.
Okay.
And if you don't mind, we're going to add some shallots.
Okay.
Over this way, please.
Ooh, my bad.
Sauteing them.
It's all going in the same place, right?
And then the ginger.
Ginger, you have to have the ginger.
And then the garlic, right there.
Garlic.
And then right next door, the lemongrass.
Lemongrass. I love lemongrass.
It's one of my very favorite things. It's really nice and aromatic with the flavors of lemon without the acidity necessarily.
Absolutely.
So we're going to get that toasting up nicely.
Okay.
Meanwhile, we want to start our sauce, which is going to be a kumquat chili gastrique. And we're going to start it with some apple cider vinegar and some sugar.
That's easy enough.
It is. It's really a simple sauce, and it's based on a classical French sauce, a gastrique, and it's like their version of a sweet and sour.
Nice.
So now that this has gotten toasty and beautiful, we're going to add it to our shrimp. Now the
Okay.
shrimp, you can add this to the shrimp before you puree it or after. It really won't make a lot of a difference. But we want to put them in the food processor and just kind of pulse them until they're smooth but not like creamy. You don't want to lose all their texture.
Because you want to be able to make these into the balls,
Right,
correct?
and
Okay.
you know, and if there's a couple pieces in there that you can bite on, that's just fine.
Okay.
All right, so meanwhile, this is going to reduce all our sauce, and then we're going to add some chopped cilantro.
I love cilantro, lemongrass, can't beat that
It's
mix.
so
That's that Asian
just
fusion
fragrant.
right
A little togarashi, which is like a Japanese 7 spice.
there. Okay.
Toasted rice powder is going to give it a little bit of texture, crunch, and help to bind it up a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit of fish sauce. That's going to
Love
add
fish
some
sauce.
seasoning as well as a little bit of depth of flavor, and then a little bit of oyster sauce.
Perfect.
So we get all that in there. Then we're going to just mix it all up.
And so once you've got that mix and you've made it into the balls, I see we've got some coconut over here.
We do.
Okay.
We're going to, this is where the snowflake look comes from, is
Okay.
that we're going to toss them in the coconut. And of course, you don't see too many brown snowflakes unless the weather's really bad out there or
Right.
something. So that's why we're going to call it toasted. So once that's nicely mixed, we are going to shape them in just small little balls, a little smaller than a golf ball. Kind of
sticks.
loosely toss it. It will stick right on there. Just loosely toss it. Don't pack it on there or you'll lose that individuality of a snowflake look.
Okay.
Now where we're going to come in the pop into this is that we're going to have some lemongrass sticks.
And that we'll use so people can serve them themselves, right? They stick
Exactly.
right in there.
You'll make it a little
It's a
pop.
perfect party
Yeah,
food.
it is. It's fun, and people like these unique little things to serve. So we're just going to put it on there like that.
And then you-
shape it on there, and then we'll fry a couple.
And you only fry them for, I'm assuming, a couple minutes. Shrimp cooks pretty quickly.
It's almost exactly 2 minutes if you make them this not too big, right there at
Perfect.
that smaller than golf ball
Now,
size.
through the magic of television, you
Through
know,
the
we never
magic
have
of
to
television.
really cook on camera. So let's see the finished product we've got over here.
Yep.
Look how delicious and beautiful that is.
They are. You can see they're just fun looking. If you want to if you slice the lemongrass stalk,
Mm-hmm.
it'll kind of feather out, so you can have the stick look or the feather look, depending on how you want to go.
So you look like an artiste and the food tastes great.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you guys want to learn more about Chop Chop and the recipe you saw here, head to our website, lifeloveshopping.com.
That looks delicious. Michelle, thank you. We all love a cute festive holiday home, but it's not like we have Santa's little helpers to do all the hard work. So here are some easy decor ideas from Real Simple Magazine. Sparkly ornament display. All you need to do, place vintage ornaments on a cake stand nested with leaves for a simple yet stunning centerpiece. Or you can create these stylish suspended ornaments, group old-fashioned ornaments, and hang them from the ceiling for a whimsical chandelier. That's very cute. Stick to a monochromatic color palette. Simplicity can absolutely be beautiful. Decorate a small artificial white tree with objects that share a color scheme like candy canes, peppermints, and red bows, and place it on a side table or maybe even a coffee table. You can also add a festive flair to stemware. Use leftover ribbon to tie around the stems of your champagne flutes or wine glasses for an extra bit of festivity. And for the mantle, a decorative photo collage. Collect your family's holiday pictures from previous years and clothespin them to a long stick suspended between two vases.
It's cooling off and drying out across the country, and that can really affect your beauty. But thank goodness our friend celebrity makeup artist Michelle Phillips is here with tips to keep you looking hot when it gets cold outside. Hey, Michelle.
Hey, thanks for having me.
No problem. You know, it's true. I think people don't realize when the seasons change, you should also change your beauty.
Exactly, because what you're using in the summer is definitely not going to moisturize as much as you're going to need when it gets cold outside. And when the heat turns on the inside, you know, of the house, all of a sudden you look in the mirror and you look like, oh my gosh, I have lines and
Yeah.
wrinkles I didn't even know I had.
And you would think moisturizing is more important in the summer because you're sweating and it's hot. But
Right.
like you said, with the temp changes, your skin kind of freaks out. Right?
Exactly. And when you start with your face, a lot of times people are really hesitant to put on heavier moisturizers because then they feel too greasy.
Yeah, or I'm afraid I'll break out or something.
Yeah, so you want to make sure that at least you start with serums because
Okay.
serums really give you that boost, protect your skin from the free radical damage that you can get from all the different elements. And also, you know, it has that barrier protection also from the cold elements and really hydrates and restores your skin. So I use serums every day underneath my regular moisturizer. And then at night, that's when you want to use your heavier cream because
Okay.
that's when your skin restores and repairs itself.
You have a chance to let it absorb everything and really take
Yes.
it in. And you any special ingredient you recommend for the face?
Well, alpha hydroxy is really good for your skin because it will also help you exfoliate and it will draw more moisture to your skin.
I like these tricks of the trade.
Yes,
Now,
vitamin C too.
Oh, okay, that's
Extremely good to use.
okay, so we got the face down, but what about the body too? Because,
Right.
you know, I mean, you get that dry, flaky skin. That is not attractive.
Exactly. And when I lived up north, I mean, I actually had dry patches all over my body, and that was
Me
from
too.
taking showers that were too hot or baths that were too hot. And I know we want to
Aw,
get
come
warm, but you got
on.
to cool it off a little bit in the shower. But
Okay.
you definitely want to avoid soaps. They strip your skin. So I highly recommend a body wash. I love the Olay products. This 24-hour ultra moisturizer
Nice.
with shea butter is fabulous in the shower. And then when you get out while your skin is still damp, that's when you want to add your body lotion so that you lock in that moisture.
That's the trick there, is locking it in right after.
That's right.
And I see you've got some stuff for the lips too.
Yep, lips, you definitely want to use a lip moisturizer every day. Have one in every drawer. And then also for your hair, it gets so frizzy
Yes.
in the winter
And the
months.
static cling is the worst too. You throw
Yes.
your sweater on and your hair
Hair's
is like crazy.
sticking up. I know. Well, twice a week, I love this 3-Minute Miracle by Aussie. It helps with tea tree oil restore and repair your skin.
Nice.
It
Okay.
doesn't weigh it down because that's what a lot of moisturizers do.
Yeah.
And then add a silicone to your styling products. It will still give you that volume, but not, weigh you down again.
Perfect tips as always.
Thank you.
Michelle. We appreciate that. And if you want to check out more great ways to look your best, you have to check out Michelle's best-selling book, The Beauty Blueprint. It's a great read, I promise you. And for more information, you can always log on to our website.
We all have a makeup drawer packed with stuff we don't use. So what about the expiration date for mascara, and when should you toss eyeshadow? We've got some very helpful tips for you. First, when it comes to mascara and eyeliner, it's better to be safe than sorry. Those items are good for about 3 months. All natural products can't be stored for a long time either. Keep them for a year max, even if they're unopened. Like food, makeup gives off physical signs of going bad, per se. Look for the separation, which often happens in nail polish, or change in color. And your nose knows if it smells odd, it's time to toss it out. And when it comes to liquid-based cosmetics, whether it's foundation or lip gloss, you're looking at 6 months. Throw out foundation and concealer after 6 months and throw away lip gloss within 4 months.
All right, well, a new year means new cars.
We are off to the LA Auto Show for a sneak peek at the coolest cars and their features for 2013.
And Surf's Up permanently. We're sharing some of the coolest photos of frozen waves throughout the show. Check this out. Welcome back to Life Love Shopping. Do you want to work out, but maybe you're lacking motivation? Well, you should hire a personal trainer as your Christmas gift to yourself, and it is more affordable than you think. When you're feeling healthy and fit, you're more productive in all areas of your life, and according to a new study, people who have a regular workout routine earn about 10% more than those who don't. So, do you buy a daily $4 coffee drink? Well, go over your budget and you'd be surprised how easily you can find that cash just by making a few adjustments. And if you still can't find the extra money, split the cost with a friend. A lot of gyms offer partner or buddy training programs as well as group training, so you'll be motivated and you'll save some money.
Trying to stay healthy, fit, and eat right is no easy task, but we got to do it, and one tiny miracle food could change everything. Helping us get our bods in the best shape is Dr. Matthew J. Budoff. Good morning, doctor.
Good morning.
So what can we do to keep our blood pressure in check? Because I know that's really important when it comes to health and fitness.
No, absolutely. And, eating right, exercising, and avoiding smoking are key. But there's also certain antioxidants that you can take that will help reduce your blood pressure. A recent study showed that blueberries actually reduce blood pressure significantly.
They seem to be the miracle food, blueberries. What are some of the worst foods for your blood pressure?
Well, salt, tobacco, and smoking certainly drive your blood pressure up.
So when it comes to that miracle fruit, blueberries, could we just eat blueberries all day to help us out?
Well, yeah, no. So the study it looks at blueberries, and there's antioxidants in blueberries, but there's a very small amount. So you'd have to eat hundreds of cartons of blueberries a day to really get the full benefit from the antioxidant that's found in blueberries. It's called pterostilbene, and it was studied by University of Mississippi and showed that if you take this supplement, you actually reduce your blood pressure.
So what other suggestions do you have to help us eat right, stay fit, and exercise, especially during this holiday season where we tend to overdo it a lot?
Yeah, I'd say, everything in moderation. I mean, while you want to take your supplements, you want to make sure that you get in your antioxidants and eat the right foods. Obviously, we have to enjoy the holidays as well. So just keep in mind to do it in moderation and keep your doctor informed in the supplements that you're taking so that he can incorporate that into your medical.
All right, doctor, thank you. Remember, everything in moderation. Don't forget how important those blueberries are either. And watch that blood pressure. For more info on how to keep your blood pressure in check, just head to our website. We'll have all the information right there.
As we drive toward 2013, we are always looking to see what's new in the automotive world. So sharing what's in store for Jaguar is the design director himself, Ian Callum.
Well, for 2013, we're here in LA. We're at the LA show. And we're going to show the new Jaguar F-Type. This car is hugely significant to us, and it's something that I've waited many years to work on, I have to say. It's the first two-seater sports car since that wonderful, very famous E-Type Jaguar. Some of you may actually remember that car, I certainly do. It was iconic. And so we've created the first real sports car from Jaguar for 50 years. The car is going to be a great success, I really believe that. It's got a huge number of technical attributes, which we're very proud of. And above all, from my point of view, the car looks absolutely stunning, even if I say so myself. I really love this car. And the aesthetics of the car are about beauty and about performance, and they're about sitting on the road beautifully and having a real presence. Technically, the car is made of aluminum, very lightweight body. It has a V6 engine, supercharged, and a V8 engine, supercharged. So it really is about performance. And wrapping around all this is a beautiful interior. An interior which actually is full of a display of very technical features, switches and buttons that look very mechanical and very technical, as a sports car should. One of the nice features we have in Jaguar, of course, is the paddle change for changing gear. They're about the quickest in the business, so you can get in the car, you can change gear with the paddles, and it's just a little bit like driving a race car. Of course, the interior is a pointed and usual Jaguar trim, high-end leather, beautiful bucket seats, and wonderful round, great big sports dials as well. And the overall exterior of the car, as I say, is all about aesthetics, all about beauty. And when you see this car on the road, you really know you've seen it. It's got real presence. It's really quite a beautiful car indeed. And I always say that nobody really needs a Jag. You have to really want one. And I think when people see this, they will definitely want it. And we're all very proud of it. And we look forward to seeing it at the LA show starting tomorrow.
How's that for a holiday gift? If you want more info on that hot vehicle for 2013, all you have to do is head to our website.
Now, if only those new cars could help us remember where the heck we parked. Men, believe it or not, are much better than women when it comes to finding a parked car in a parking lot. A study found that men tend to use more mileage terms when describing the route to their parked car. Women are more likely to mention visible landmarks. Guys were also better at estimating the distance to their parked car. This is partly a hardwired biological difference and a difference in how both sexes learn concepts. Only 4% of people use electronic devices such as a GPS system or a phone app as a navigation tool. What's the trick to finding your car? Pay attention when you park and combine the distance and landmark memory tools. I do admit that every time I go to the airport, I always mark down where I am, what row, and what letter.
Yep.
Otherwise,
I take a picture of it, or just use that panic button.
Yeah, that's a good. And the cops show up too.
McFly. Yeah, it works though. I'm telling you, eventually. Well, coming up on Life Love Shopping, name that model. We're taking a look at the famous celebrity children on the catwalk.
Let's find out how you can win a DVD giveaway of Arthur Christmas. That's next. Welcome back to Life Love Shopping. Time to play Who's That Celebrity Son or Daughter Working in the Catwalk?
Oh yeah, Jessica Reyes from our news partner, The Daily Buzz, is here with Who's Striking a Pose. Hey Jess.
Strike a pose. That's right, ladies. Beautiful celebs have beautiful kids that ultimately end up as models. Like this little cutie right here, the 6-year-old daughter of late Anna Nicole Smith is walking in her mother's shoes, taking a role in the spring ad campaign for Guess Kids. The brand who hired Anna Nicole back in '92 says Danny Lynn has the right playful spirit that her mother had. And moving on, there's May Jagger. This beauty followed in the footsteps of not only Mama model Jerry Hall, but also big sisters Lizzie and Jade Jagger. Oh, by the way, she's got a famous dad you may have heard of, Mick Jagger. Anybody know him? Yeah.
You don't say.
Yeah. And how about Riley? Look familiar?
Oh, yeah.
Gorgeous, right? She's a Presley. Riley's a daughter of Lisa Marie Presley, which makes her Elvis's granddaughter. She's modeled for Victoria's Secret and Dior. Wonder what granddaddy would think of that. Same, he'd be proud. She looks gorgeous. And ladies, that's your Celebrity Buzz. More weekday mornings on The Daily Buzz.
I'm not sure about how I feel about the Anna Nicole daughter.
I know,
and the guests.
Crazy. I can't believe she's already 6, too.
Yeah.
It's
What do you
insane.
think, Jess?
I don't know. I mean, as long as she doesn't follow in her mother's footsteps of like the whole drugs and all that crazy lifestyle, I mean, she looks okay. She's good.
Jess, thank you. Coming
You're
up
welcome.
tomorrow on Life Love Shopping, we're playing those classic board games, how to spice them up for a super sexy date night. Plus, we share everything nowadays on social media. Look at some of the worst social media fiascos, courtesy of some big name companies.
And just in the nick of time, we are giving away DVD copies of Arthur Christmas. He's a North Pole employee whose policy is no child left behind. So just go to our website, lifeloveshopping.com, to enter. Good luck.
Thank you so much for joining us. We continue our cinema countdown to Christmas with the 1951 film version of A Christmas Carol.
What day is it?
What day? What's Christmas Day, Costa?
Christmas Day. Christmas Day. Then I haven't missed it. The spirits must have done everything in one night. But of course, they can do anything, can't they?